We buy shares and share the risk and dividends. We pay our tax to government from what we earn. Welcome to another fun-filled lesson on mathematics exploration. We are going to be looking at shares and taxes in this lesson. First, let's look at the meanings. Share is the value of the part or portion a shareholder owns in a company. But tax is the money people who work or do business pay to government from what they earn. Companies who wish to sell shares place adverts on televisions and newspapers. Companies like Shell, companies like Coca-Cola, they all sell shares. People who buy shares are called shareholders. And when we buy shares, we buy them through banks. And the profit we made from buying of shares is called dividend. Dividend. This dividend is shared between the shareholders according to their contribution or parts. Now let's look at the meaning of these terms. Nominal or face value means the value of the share or the actual price of the share. At par means that the nominal value is exactly the selling price or market price. Below par or discount means selling below the nominal value in the market. Above par or premium is selling above the nominal value. Now let's look at taxes. We pay taxes to government to help government build public infrastructures. They use this money to build schools, hospitals, good roads, and bridges. All right. Now let's solve some questions on shares. The first one, a company sells shares at 65 kobo per share. This means one share costs 65 kobo. Mr. Demola bought 400 shares at the rate. How much must he pay for these shares? How much is he paying for the shares? Now, let's go to the board. First of all, recall the price of one share. According to the question, the price of one share is 65 kobo. So this means one share is equal to 65 kobo. All right. Now we are asked to find the cost of 400 shares. The cost of 400 shares. All right. Now, making use of direct proportion, we can go ahead to find the cost of 400 shares. And that means we are going to get 400 shares over one share. 400 share over one share times 65 kobo. Times 65 kobo. All right. Now, what do we get from this? Well, if done properly, we are going to get 26,000 kobo. That is 26,000 kobo. When we convert this 26,000 kobo, which is equal to 260 naira. Now let's look at the second question. If dividend was shared at 45 kobo on the naira, how much did he get as dividend? Note that 45 kobo on the naira means 45 kobo for every 1 naira. So when we start with 45 kobo is equivalent to 1 naira. 45 kobo is equivalent to 1 naira. Alright, once we are done with this, we also remember that we are trying to find what he will get, okay, if the amount he has or his contribution is 260 naira. Alright, now we will have 260 naira over 1 naira times 45 kobo. 260 naira over 1 times 45 kobo. Alright, so that is going to give us 11700 kobo. In other words, 11,700 kobo. If we change this to naira, we are going to have 117 naira. Finally, let's look at the last question on tax. A man's monthly income is 120,000. His taxable income is 60% of his total income. If he pays 30 kobo on the naira as tax, how much is his monthly tax? How much is his monthly tax? The first thing we try to do is to find the taxable income. We are told it's 60% of the total amount. So that is 60 over 100 times the total income, which is 120,000 naira. 120,000 naira. So we make it over 1. So both sides will look like a fraction. Now when we look at the numerators and the denominators, we see the zeros, so we cancel 2 zeros out, and then we have 60 times 1,200 naira. When we multiply this carefully, we are going to get 7, 2, then 3 zeros. That is 72,000 naira. 72,000 naira. Now from this, he is to pay 30 kobo on the naira. That is, every 1 naira he pays 30 kobo as tax. So we say, therefore, tax is equal to the taxable income, which is 72,000 naira over 1 naira, multiplied by 30 kobo. 30 kobo over 1. Alright, when we look at this, the naira cancel out the naira, we multiply the numerator, we are going to get 2, 1, 6, 0, 0, 0, and 0 kobo. So this is 2,160,000 kobo. Now when we change this money to naira, we are going to get 216,000 naira. So that is the same thing as 21,600 naira. Alright, so that is the much we are going to take on this lesson. Hope you had fun watching and learning in today's class. I urge you to do your assignments, your quiz, and your content page quiz also. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next class. Bye.